go bring back the music. uh, maybe streamer error. Felt loud, isn't it? How come so many things are asymmetrical? Weird. Hey Mercs, how's it going? So again, long time no stream. I was a bit addicted to Monster Hunter World. Sorry guys. Breakfast, you know? That's awesome. Breakfast is a good time. What you having for breakfast? Just had I had like sticky rice and chicken rendang. Rendang? Rendang? Like a Malaysian dish. Like sticky rice with chicken curry. That sounds good. Sweet potato? I like sweet potato. Let's see. Sausages aren't made of human organs, right? Like they are in Valheim. You know, where you just like go off into the swamps, catch some draugr, pull out their intestine. Not here in Canada. I was watching some Les Stroud, not Les Strauss, Les Stroud. He's Canadian, isn't he? There's this episode where he was in somewhere in Canada, and like the mosquitoes. Oh god, the mosquitoes in Canada, they look like a nightmare. They're like worse than the ones here in Asia. And then after I was done watching that video, where he was bitten to heck with all the mosquito bites, I searched for some videos about like mosquito traps, and I had a good time watching mosquitoes die by the thousands. Hamagami? Ah. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That's right. Gabe the Glue and Gabe, I can't find Maddox's leak of that model you did just showing the foot. I'm excited to run for my life from whatever that is. How is this scaled to Sir size wise? I don't think I can tell you the size. It'd be kind of spoiler if I did. It's too bad you can't find the pic. Anyway, the feet were kind of like flat, right? Yeah, it had like kind of really flat, wide, clawed feet that kind of look like I don't know, kind of like a snapping turtle. Do not fall for his lies. Yeah, it should be pinned in the Exanima channel. Yeah, it should be in there somewhere. If it's, let's see. Let me see if I can find it actually. This channel doesn't have any pinned messages yet. What? Wait, how come? How come I can't see any pinned messages in Exanima? Oh, there you go. Okay. Weird. It just had to load. Yeah, it's the first post that you see in pinned messages. Maybe you just have to click on pinned messages again because it took a few seconds for mine to load. Yeah, it'd just be Discord. But I think if you study the feet, you'll be able to figure out how big this creature is. Because I do take anatomy and I try to like sculpt things realistically, right? Yeah, can't wait until you guys run into that that creature. It'll be fun to see the reactions. Sounds so evil. I'm like, I'm just chuckling to myself. Yeah, I can't wait to see players get slaughtered by the new horror that I've come up with. Yeah, man, I've been like binge watching Lestrade. I think that's probably why you've been getting recommendations. Or maybe one of the reasons. Maybe just like a lot of people are watching Lestrade now because of everyone's like stuck inside. They want to do more outdoorsy stuff. But I guess you could probably do that if you wanted to, really. Not really that stuck inside anymore. Plot twist, that's just the front leg is the quadruped. Well, it may or may not be. Cannot divulge such critical information. Never know. Is it quadruped? Is it octoped? I was surprised to find out he has a series where he hunts Bigfoot. The Bigfoot is just like a myth, right? It's not actually like a real thing. I mean, it could be. Yeah. Never know. Someone with just like really big feet. Be some prehistoric Yeti. Imagine pronouncing Yeti like you pronounced Jedi. Like what I just did. I haven't seen that series yet. Go watch it though. They're really good to just have on in the background. Especially if like something tedious that you're working on. My only criticism of the series though is that I feel like I know it's like kind of like showmanship, but he uses like the like really dark film grain a lot. And I know like that's kind of like something just for like TV, right? Like you gotta play up the dangers. You gotta make it feel like a dangerous situation. Like it's part of like conveying how dangerous an actual survival situation is. Why isn't it grouping? Yeah, there we go. But like all the dark film grain, it kind of makes these really beautiful places he goes to hard to see. Like he visits some really outstandingly beautiful sites, but then you can't really see them because they're all like so dark and all very kind of like 300. You guys know the movie 300. It's like he uses like a lot of vignette and a lot of basically how film producers, the movie producers, they kind of make they film during the day and then they like turn down the brightness by a lot and then they're like, oh yeah, it's actually nighttime. So that's my only complaint about the series. Yeah, exactly. Like he goes to like some really outstandingly beautiful places. And I wish he would what I wish do is bring along a mosquito net for like a hat with a mosquito net Like, just get one of those. My God. Like, my skin is crawling every time he just... Oh, he's just... Like, the mosquitoes are so fat. They're like the size of ticks on his face. Some really thick-ass mosquitoes. Night is obviously just a dimmer day. Are mosquitoes normally not that big? No. Well, I mean, if they've gorged on blood, which I'm sure there's a lot of those during that episode because he didn't have any protection against the mosquitoes. Yeah. Like the fact that they're like highly visible to the camera means that the mosquitoes are too big. Just keep one gecko on your shoulder to take care of it. Good idea. I don't think is there any gecko in North America? Canada? There might be like a few obscure species, but I thought like geckos are more of like a tropical lizard. Yeah, the only lizards I've ever came across were blue-tailed skinks. You have like crocodile or alligator lizards. You have like blue-throated. What are they called? They have like blue on their throats. They're pretty fun to catch. The skinks are really hard to catch though. They're so fast. And like I used to catch a lot of reptiles when I was a kid. I didn't really want to catch the skinks because they drop their tails a lot. Like they're very quick to drop their tails if they feel threatened. And yeah, it feels wrong to have them drop their tail, which is like highly, very colorful and very vibrant. They drop their tail. It's rude not to eat it though. Yeah, true. I mean, it's just like free food, isn't it? Yeah, that's what. That's an idea for Les Shroud, right? There's an episode where he caught a bunch of seafood, like crabs, I think, and he just ripped the arms, ripped the claws off the crab, and then no, wait, no, that was a fisherman's life. That was another guy I watch. But yeah, this guy just like ripped the claws off a crab, and then he's like, yeah, he'll grow it back, and then he tosses the crab back into the ocean. Oh man. Wait, what? But yeah, if you can do that to a crab, I guess you can probably do similar for a lizard. It's like scare a lizard. If you're in like a survival situation, just like scare a lizard enough where it drops its tail, and then you can cook it up, free meal, and the lizard goes off to grow another tail. Oh man, so cruel. But hey, I've been playing Monster Hunter World a lot, so I mean, I'm kind of playing like a tail dropping simulator myself. I've seen some kind of crabs just rip off their own claws for no apparent reason. Dang. What kind of crabs are those? I know about the, you know, like the starfish where their arms can just like rot and then fall off, and then they crawl around on their own like zombies. I think I've seen that. I've seen a documentary on that one. I haven't heard that happen to crabs though. Yeah, looking at the footage for his Himengami trek, they killed the color of the footage. I know, right? Yeah. Like these places that he goes to are so beautiful. Like, why not like show off the beauty of the place too? I mean, it can be a dangerous place and also beautiful at the same time. A lot of little bit of manual work for leather armor in particular. He's gotta make everything very organic. It takes more time than making sleek plate armor designs. Should be worth it in the end though. All this extra bit of work here. They're amputating their limbs, I thought? I know that, like, maybe they're like fighting. Like when crabs fight, they can like lose stuff. I never heard of them chopping their own limbs off. But why? Why crabs? Why you do this to yourself? Yeah, nature, why you gotta be this way? Oh, I heard about that, yeah. I forgot the name of the frog, but yeah, that definitely does sound familiar. Still thinking about how George R.R. Martin taking so long to write A Song of Ice and Fire. Wait, he's not done with the series yet? Oh wait, yeah, I guess he isn't. But the TV series is already done. Hello, Maddox son. Oh man, can you imagine being Maddox's son? He'd be very. He'd almost be like a Chinese parent, you know how they're so demanding of their kids. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, sure, you rendered this lighting system in Unreal Engine, but have you made your own engine and rendered lighting in that? I bet you haven't done that, did you? Did you now, son?" Yeah. If you don't program by the age of 3, I'm kicking you out of the house. You gotta live on your own. I'm sorry, but I just can't waste my time on things like yours. Well, if you think about it, like Exanima is Maddox's child. Make Maddox give patch. All right, Maddox, if you're watching this, uh, please delay the patch by another 10 years. Thank you very much. You see, he listens to me. This is why you guys haven't been getting updates. It was me all along. Dio, it's me. Sui Generis will surely be a multi-generation project. Oh, I mean, multi-generational project. Hmm. Will it though? Really? Yeah, Sui Generis has actually been on the. It's just been stashed away collecting dust. It's already actually all done. But I gotta string you guys along somehow. Gotta create hype for the stream, you know. This is what it is. Just gotta build up my streamer audience from somewhere. That's my whole plan. That is the whole plan. My whole goal is to become one of those famous influencers. Like influence people from the shadows, manipulate your minds, and subtly direct your thoughts towards buying more copies of Exanima. Gotta milk the product somehow. It is what it is. Get rid of these wrinkles. This is a skincare channel now. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these leather wrinkles here. Nice and smooth. Really brighten up the skin. Get a nice, nice touch up. I look less shiny today, Zeth. That's because I was self-conscious and I stopped putting on. I didn't put on skincare right before the stream. So if I get fine lines and wrinkles in the next few years, it's all your guys' fault, right? Chat be my witness. It is your guys' fault. I will have bad skin when I get older because I'm self-conscious about everyone talking about how oily my skin looks on stream. No butter. Yeah, I haven't. So my skincare routine consists of me rubbing a stick of butter on my face before every stream. If you haven't heard of it, then it's a pretty good routine to work into your everyday routine. It really brings the moisture to your pores. Are the scales leather too? Yeah, everything here is leather except for like the buckles and stuff that is obviously metal. There's gonna be like rivets and stuff as well. But like the helmet and then the pauldrons or the spaulders and the gorget will be more of like a more sturdy, solid leather, whereas this here will be a slightly thinner but still fairly durable leather. So there's like different grades of leather throughout this armor, set of armor. You have to be able to take it on and off, so I need to separate this out. Duplicate this. Auto groups. Want this bit here. This is this one here. Okay. Ah yes, my extra GoPro batteries have arrived. Alright. Good luck, Mercs. Hope you get all the views. but not like all the views. Otherwise, you'd be competing. You'd be competing with my my ball juggling video. Add juggling to Exanima. There's already juggling pins. If you look in the theater, that place, Crossroads Theater, find some juggling things there they can juggle with your cursor, because you can't actually juggle with your character yet. You have to get good juggle with your mouse. Everyone, man, F in chat for Mercs. Can't find his balls. I mean, I know, like, I'm not the most well-endowed man on Earth, but eesh, gotta have some, gotta have some sympathy for our fellow man. Okay, now we gotta separate these two panels into their own poly group. We can take these a bit further. Let's go do a mass curve for this. Bit tricky, but I think we got this. Alright, now I have 2 poly groups instead of like 20 billion. Time for a bit of fine tune. All the scales to a point where they don't clip each other. Well, that's gonna be a bit difficult. It's gonna be a bit tedious and difficult. I feel like I should have done everything with an alpha instead of nanomesh at this point. The thing is, with an alpha, you can't really have this much fine-tune control over how the scales will look. At the same time, it wouldn't take like 10 billion light years to actually do all the scales. I wonder if I should just do Noisemaker alpha scales. So many decisions. This is where I would want an art director to tell me which way, how to do things. On one hand, an alpha would save us so much time here. On the other, hand, it wouldn't be as picturesque. Scales wouldn't be as nice, as unique. It's also a bit tricky because they have threads every scale. Oh, hold on, I gotta wish my brother and his wife happy Raya. It's Raya, right? It's not Ramadan. Raya. I'm pretty sure it's Raya. Like today. Yeah, it is. So for you Muslims out there, Selamat Hari Raya. You guys will be able to eat again on time. Tomorrow, I think. Starting tomorrow. Congrats. Welcome back to the land of the living. That knocking sound. Spooky knocking noise at night. Oh well. I feel like playing some Monster Hunter after this stream. I've been playing a lot. Man, I'm like so fucking addicted to Monster Hunter recently. My god, that game is fun. It's kind of like the same. You know, like hunts in Monster Hunter. They're kind of like Warframe and also Destiny 2, where you like just join up with a bunch of random people and like kill stuff. But the thing with Monster Hunter is that like the stuff that you're fighting is actually difficult. It's not like you like kill thousands of enemies with the press of a button. Like these fights are long, drawn out, and they're difficult. You've never been more disappointed in me? What? Why? Monster Hunter is a fun game. It really is. What's a true homie, man? Like, okay, so what game should I play then? Like, I don't know. Like, what game should I play to for you to qualify as a true homie man? Yeah, I know, right? Carl's judging me. How dare you judge me? I am justice itself. I always thought that was kind of like, you know where that quote is from? You cannot judge me, I am justice itself. It's from Diablo 3, Tyrael. I always thought that quote kind of ruined him a bit as a character. I know he's supposed to be like the aspect of justice, but that's the thing, right? Tyrael is the aspect of justice. He isn't justice itself. That just doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, like justice. Tyrael is an angel. He is an avatar of justice, and but he just cannot be an he isn't an abstract idea. I ain't talking about no game. I'm talking about what I've done. Wait, what have I done? What have I done? I've done nothing. I've done nothing but play Monster Hunter every day. Past 2 weeks. It's been horrible. But then how is Batman the knight? He's just a rich dude? Yeah, exactly. He isn't the knight. I mean, I guess these quotes, like, they kind of sound cool in their minds, but then once they say it, it's kind of like there's a dissonance between what they think is cool and what they say is cool. Like, Batman's saying that he is the knight, and Tyrael is saying he is justice itself. It doesn't make them cool in my eyes. This makes them, well, and I mean, that's kind of like what we'd say if we were like teenagers and like we were really edgy and we thought we were cool. If it doesn't contain chewing gas and bubblegum, I'm out. Oh, hey Tarkus, welcome to the stream. If I were to make this armor IRL, what thickness of metal would I use for the scales? I've never made scale armor, so, but I don't know. Uh, since they're overlapping, right? I guess you can go with, I don't know. I'm still stuck in the gauge system, where I know it's not really the proper way of measuring armor thickness. Like you should measure armor thickness in millimeters, but what I know is like the gauge system. So I guess like 18 gauge. 18 gauge is a bit thick. It also depends on like what kind of metal you're using, right? Like what kind of steel are you using? If you're using like a good quality carbon steel, probably something thin because everything's layered. So you naturally get extra thickness due to the fact that everything is layered. Also, did you look through the PDF I sent, Winky Face? I haven't had the time to because I'm a lazy bum and I just play Monster Hunter when I'm not working. So now I haven't seen the PDF yet. But man, you guys should see my character in Monster Hunter. Like, I've been customizing the cosmetics on my Monster Hunter, like up the wazoo, man. It's been great. Nothing, still around. I'm just splashing around my wife's fish tank with the GoPro. Ah, that's cool. You can get like the fish's perspective. You have like a fish perspective of your wife's fish tank. uh, Dude, I need to do the same. Show me the. Wait, what? The same of what? Oh, the GoPro thing. This armor looks amazing. Thank you. Thanks, Mixu. Thank you, thank you. It's always good to know that I'm on the right track when making this stuff because, as I said before, like I spend a few hours, a couple days working on the armor, but like the people who are playing the game, you guys spend hundreds of hours playing the game. So this armor has to hold up for several hundred hours gameplay. I always think. I always think so. Man, I've been working on like the base items. Oh shoot. Okay. I don't think that's against my NDA. I've been working on some base items for Path of Exile 2. And it's stressful, man, knowing that you're gonna make stuff that thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are going to play and look at. Like, it's actually genuinely it's stressful, but kind of like in a good way too. Like, really gotta make it good. If it's not good, there's no choice other than for the items, for the things that I make to be good. For Path of Exile 2, there's no slacking off at all, and like no one's putting this pressure on me except for myself. It's like some heavy duty shit. That knowing that hundreds of thousands of people are gonna play the stuff, use the stuff that you make. So yeah. Is your viewport laggy for you, or is it your stream? My viewport is a little bit laggy. I don't know. What about you guys? Like super laggy for you? If my viewport is laggy but my webcam is fine, then it's just my viewport. If both my webcam and my viewport is laggy, then it might be with might have to do with the stream. Yeah. 18 gauge is decently thin. It's not like super thin. Like, I know if you're making like high quality carbon steel like finger plates, you can go as thin as like 20 gauge. But any thinner, I would be a bit worried myself for like wearing a gauntlet. Although, I mean, it's been a while since I've made plate armor in real life, so I could be wrong for sure. Like honestly, like Tarkus probably knows more than me about making plate armor in real life. Just because of the amount of time spent, you know? Looks like ETH is paying for your steel. Dude, you know man, I'm kind of kicking myself over this, but I sold all of my ETH right before, at the 2K mark. I sold it for Cosmos. I sold it for Atoms. Yeah, rip. I mean, Atoms are doing well too, so. Man, if I only held out for like another 2 months, I would have doubled my money. I would have doubled my money. Pisses me off, man. Why does it always have to do that to me? Like, I don't really even like watch a whole bunch of YouTubers. I don't get like hyped, or I don't get I just do the things that I feel are right in the moment. But man, sometimes decisions just end up being the bad decision, and that's how the stock market goes. You're just like gambling with your money essentially. But the good thing about like cryptocurrency is that everything is always going up, man. It's hard to choose a coin that's going down unless you look on the lower 50. If you're looking on the bottom end of the top 100 coins list. I sold my Doge for quite a bit in my ETH. Nearly paid rent for the month. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it's always good to hear stories like that. Yeah, like the more people use these currencies, the more they gain value, right? And then that means we're going to have like a very good system of currency. Governments won't be able to like print your money and like deflate it. So if like if you've worked all your life, you put all your savings into like a savings account, the government just can't print more money, and then your money is like meaningless, right? So that's like a huge selling point of cryptocurrency. You just can't make more than what there is. Harkus, are you holding? Are you a holder? No, you're not a holder. Definitely not. Well, it's better than putting your money into like GameStop, I guess. If I were to like rank, obviously this is not financial advice, but if I were to rank what is better to put your money in, I'd rather put my money into Dogecoin than GME. I know people have gotten money off of GME, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's not cryptocurrency. It doesn't have the same securities. Marcus, you're just getting called out, man. No, I'm not. Marcus probably doesn't invest in GME, right? Wait, you invested in GME? No way, that was just like an example. I didn't actually know you invested in GME, right? No way. Come on, man. Impossible. Impossible. Shoot, I missed some messages. We should make our own crypto, call it Silver Tons. I've always thought that blending games with cryptocurrency is a really good idea. I'm very surprised that some massive company um, like some massive Chinese company that owns 80% of Path of Exile stock. I'm surprised they haven't Tencent. That's right. I'm surprised they haven't gotten into cryptocurrency yet for their games. It's crazy. Like, why haven't they gotten into it? Like, if I were like that well established, like if I were like the CEO of Tencent, I'd be all over that shit, man. But I haven't heard of anything in that regard. What are your thoughts on crypto's influence on the environment, though? It's really good. Like outside of mining, which is kind of outdated, and really people should stop doing mining and they should be staking instead. They should switch from proof of work to proof of stake. Outside of that, like, you know how much like environmental destruction that like printing money has on the environment? Like, it's nuts. If you just like digitalize everything, and yeah, you have like a nearly zero impact on the environment comparatively. Hey, Bananaborn, welcome back to the stream. Did you find someone to do my job? No, I haven't. Yeah, man. In the end of the day, it's hard finding someone as qualified as you, Bananaborn, to do that job. Everyone's either overqualified or underqualified, or they just don't show up, or it's rough, man. You know? Well, too bad. What do you mean too bad? I thought you're coming back to ask to do your job. You can't let us down. Been with us for a good couple months. Well, actually, if you count the Discord, Bananaborn's been like with us for like years asking that question. So I'm very reliable, outstanding employee. If you count the Steam forum, I've been out since. Oh man. Steam forums. You always ask when is the update, but never how is the update. Yeah, man. Everyone's just like asking the same tired old question. Really Everyone should be asking, how is the update? Hey, Sta, are we watching the spoilers in real time, Seth? Yep, you guys are watching spoilers in real time. So avert thine eyes if you want spoilers. If you don't mind, you are welcome to stay and watch. Trying to get the thickness here right for the boiled leather. Leather is actually surprisingly thick if you don't cut it down into different grades of leather. If you use like the full piece of hide, it's actually quite thick. Especially for like if you're using like cowhide or like even deer hide is pretty thick. Is this one piece suit of armor or a set? It's a set. You can interchange, mix and match. Zeth, steel prices have gotten so bad here. Leather is now cheaper than steel per unit. What? Wait, you're on the East Coast, right? How much is steel there now? Oh, what the heck? It's $10 per 1 square foot? Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Yeah, I remember like steel prices on the West Coast. Like you could get a wait, actually, how big of these sheets were they getting? I think I was getting like 6x6 foot sheets. Like a 6x6 foot sheet was $40. That. Okay, so that is a bit more expensive, obviously. Yeah. So, but I mean, I was also like living near San Francisco, so obviously everything is like so much more expensive. You haven't been able to do any metal work because of it. Damn. That sucks. Why is it so expensive now? Right. Does it have to do with like anything with trading with China? Because I heard there's like something up with yeah. Something up with that. COVID fucked the economy, even lumber is ridiculous right now. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that really sucks. America has really been kind of like through a laundromat of disasters past 2 years, isn't it? Hasn't it? I mean, not just America, the whole world, really. Is this armor set going to populate in the existing levels of Exanima? Or is it for new/unreleased enemies? This armor is for arena mode. So not story mode, but arena mode. So I would expect to see this armor arrive sometime in the arena update alongside all of the other arena armors that I have made. By the way, what do you guys think of the new user interface that Madoc is working on? That's pretty cool. It looks so much nicer, man. Like the transparent background for the paper doll. Oh man, so good. Like compared to like the weird blue slate. I mean, like the blue slate, it does look pretty good, but not as good as like the transparent glassy black look. So much better. Flush looks epic. Fancy menus is a yes. Good. Yeah, it does. It does look good. I'm a bit worried I'll look inconsistent with the thumb tree. But isn't the thumb tree also like kind of like transparent black and like kind of like in the same style too? I think Madoc, I think he's like trying to make everything look like the thaumaturgy thumb tree. It's round but with the fancy borders and such. I think I've seen something similar. Madoc is working on something similar for that. Yeah. should all match in the end, I think. You got him, fellas. He's leaking. Oh no, so many leaks. Loose lips, sink ships. Sink ships. Can't they can't enunciate properly. Playing fast and loose with the leaks. The leaks today. I don't like how there's such a large gap when you're looking down. Yes. The Tarkus, if you're not working on like metal stuff, how's your 3D stuff coming along? Haven't caught up to speed with your stuff. It's not clear what armor is replaced or layer on top of each other. Ever since Tunics Militaries. Yeah, I've brought that up with Maddock, and I'm sure like lots of people have talked about that before as well. I'm sure. I think there's gotta be something. Like, there's gotta be something that comes along that will address that, because it is very difficult to tell what you have on unless you like have something similar that goes in the same slot, and then you like swap it out, and then it's all very it's a bit clunky in that regard. Just having to like swap out items to check out what you actually are wearing. Otherwise, you have to like take off all of your armor down to the layer which you want to compare or adjust or change. It would be cool to see something that improves on that. I wonder though if I should play. I might play some Destiny 2 after this, because there is that new season, and they did revoke on. They did remove weapon sunsetting, I think, and they've kind of like addressed the whole cheating system, cheating thing. In PvP. I might come back to the game, see what it's got. You guys know of any fun multiplayer games that you guys are having fun with? It would be cool to find like some sort of co-op or multiplayer game. Yeah, I'm in the market for that. I haven't searched your YouTube deep enough, but have actually played Exanima on stream. I have. I put it in like. I have a few playlists. I put them in. I put my gaming stuff into random, to the random playlist. I honestly should break up that playlist into different playlist categories. But I just don't upload enough of that stuff to really the need. Oh, cool. I mean, I could play some more Exanima too, but hey, who's that? Oh, they can see you. That the spooky lady who keeps popping up behind me kind of scared me. How you doing? Feeling tired? You brush your teeth yet? You brush your teeth and then go to sleep? How long do those new toothbrushes last? I think those electric toothbrushes. Hey, don't push my chair. It's messing up with my artwork. Gone. My new intern. Yep. My new intern, guys. She's Cheerlene, my wife. I'll never not feel like an old person by saying my wife. I always imagined that I'd be like in my late 40s if I would say, "Oh yeah, my wife," you know? Crazy. Crazy. I thought I'd be like at least 10 years older to like use that phrase. 10 to 20 years older. Malaysia's gonna have another movement control order soon, so she's pretty happy about being able to return to her crisis schedule. So her company is going to like put her on a schedule where she works one day, takes the next day off, works another day, takes the next day off, so on and so forth, while having some training, stay-at-home training. That's cool. Although I always like suggested to her, especially during these times, it'd be so much more ideal to be able to work from home 24/7, you know? Like why would it just seems like a bad idea to be a saleswoman uh during a pandemic. Honestly, like I'm uh like now that I've been like freelance from work at home like pretty much all of my working years have I've just been at home working from my laptop, and now my laptop is kind of like a PC really. But I can't imagine like going to a brick and mortar building to do work. It seems kind of weird to me. Seems like a waste of time to uh, drive somewhere. Um, just takes so much time, you know. You need to buy a car. You have to get car insurance. You have to buy gas. It just seems like such a waste if you're in the tech industry to do that. And from like a employer standpoint, right? Like, wouldn't you want to be able to like employ anyone from across the globe? Just like get the best of the best talent. There's like more competition, and that means you can pay people lower. Like it just works out better for everyone. I know that sounds awful, but it's like it's true, right? You're gonna get better talent if you can just like hire anyone you want, anywhere, and just hire them remotely. Oh yeah, definitely. No many office workers have the same sentiment. I sort of want to, like, like the Grinding Gear Games wants me to go to New Zealand and work in office, and like part of me kind of wants to do that too. But then like part of me, like it's more expensive in New Zealand. It's cheaper for me to just stay here in Malaysia, and like that means I'll have to wake up on time. I'll have to like find a house near somewhere in Auckland. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to me. Why can't I just like live, stay at home, and I mean it's also cool. Like I kind of crave wanting to like get to know my coworkers better. Like just like check out New Zealand. I know New Zealand is a beautiful country and like so much cool things about New Zealand. But then like I don't know. There's a lot of things to consider, right? Epic VM69. Hello to you too. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? But yeah, like it's obvious like people can work at home efficiently and get things done quite well. And I think people are less stressed when they're working from home. They can fart without being judged. They can pick their noses without being judged. They can grab a snack really easily and quickly if they want to. And when your workers are happy, that means they work more efficiently. It's just like good for everyone. Get more work done. Obviously, there could be some like communication issues and stuff. It could be harder to communicate to your team if they're all in the same place and are paying attention. Like, I can see that happening, and it might take a little while. It might take longer to get back to people about tasks and small things to do. But I think the benefits outweigh the non-benefits. Hey Odin, what's up? We were just talking about like working from home and how like people want to like work from home. They don't want to go back to the office and work. Like office workers. Yes, a million times yes. I know, right? Even I was like thinking like, okay, so the Granny Gear Games, they want me to go to New Zealand and then work in office. Like, I'm just reiterating what I said, but like I kind of want to do that too. But like part of me kind of not wants to have to go into office. Like it'd be cheaper. It's just so much more convenient for me to just work from home, do remote stuff like I've been doing for the past 5 years. I've been teaching from home and I never want to go back. It's just like so easy, right? You wake up, brush your teeth, put on clothes, hopefully, and yeah, you can just like go to work whenever. You know, there's no rush. You don't have to wait in traffic. Like I don't even have my driver's license yet. I have to go get my driver's license first to even do any of that. It's just so inefficient. Also, like, I'm sure if you're a teacher, like you're gonna get sick more often, right? You're like kids, and like, I used to be a kid, but kids aren't the most hygienic of people sometimes. So you're gonna get sick more often. You're gonna have to deal with troublemakers. It's just much more stressful. And you're probably uh, like also like using like a syllabus and like your um uh probably use like a book to teach. Well, I know like the good teachers, right? I've heard this before, but like good teachers, they they do use a book to teach, but they also like put in their own personal touch and spin to things as well, right? So yeah, but you can do all of that at home too. So there really isn't a whole bunch of there isn't really a huge need to go into an office and or like into a classroom. I am a bit curious though. Why is everyone using Zoom? Like, is Zoom really that? Is Zoom really like a good thing to use? I thought it kind of sucked. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never used Zoom before, but I just know that there's like other things that like gamers have been using. I don't know. Recently, we've been using like Discord and stuff, but um, maybe Zoom is a good software. I don't know. As I see it, the real pressure for face-to-face teaching is because schools need to put butts in the seats as they say to get their funding. Yeah, that sucks. Honestly, they should just like pay schools and teachers so much more. You know, it really sucks because there's like a YouTube channel that I used to watch for a game called Crossout, and the YouTuber is also he's a part-time YouTuber, a full-time teacher, right? And it's really tough to hear that he needs to like he has to like he sometimes like asks patrons for like money for funding for the school. I'm like, where are our tax dollars going? Like if you need money to buy like basic school supplies. I know that's been happening like forever. Like when I was in school, the same thing was going on. And I haven't been in school for like 10 years, decade ago. Yeah, it is really sad. And like the United States is one of the richest and most powerful country in the world. I mean, China is catching up, obviously, and I think they might surpass the U.S. or maybe have already. But yeah, like it's really rough to see. Gaijin Entertainment, yeah. Man, Gaijin Entertainment always gives me like such a like, it gives me like a really scummy feeling. Like they're so in it for the money, but also like cross out's fun. So what am I gonna do? Congrats on the GTG job. Thank you. Thanks. It, man, it is a really tough decision. Like, I think I've said this before on stream, but it wasn't a snap instant decision. It's been something I was talking to GGG for like over half a year. We were trying to get like a work visa set up and everything, but obviously coronavirus hit. Usually like these things, when you get as an artist, if you get an offer from a studio like grinding your games, if you get an offer from like a studio like Blizzard or CD Projekt Red, etc., like these really well-known, high-profile companies, it's not an offer you can say no to. So spending half a year debating on whether or not I should leave speaks volumes about like bare metal and Madoc and Exanima. Played it since the start, so it's not that bad. Barely able to play other games aside from Exanima and II2. What is II2 or LL2? IL2. Like some. Ah, okay. Listen. Well, all I know is you make the coolest stuff wherever you go, so the games are gonna be sick. Thank you. Glad to hear that. Try. Planes go bird. I hear War Thunder is fun. Like a lot of people play War Thunder. I haven't gotten into it because like I want to be able to build robots. I'm not content with just like making stuff that exists in real life. If I'm gonna play like a vehicle game, I want to be able to make my own vehicle and like attach spider legs to it. The grind is ridiculous nowadays, and the maps are effing terrible. Oh, it's kind of how it is with a lot of games. I almost want to say there's like a grind creep, you know? The longer a game has been around, the more stuff there is to do, and yeah, and like more stuff doesn't always necessarily mean that it's good. Zeta, you should try Osu? What's Osu? Is that a acronym? What is Osu? A rhythm game? I don't know. I'm not very good at rhythm games. Charlene is my wife. Charlene is very good at rhythm games. She's really good at like dance sort of games, or like a Guitar Hero. Give her Guitar Hero and she'll like nail that. Like the cervicals in Osu. I don't know what that is. It doesn't like the rhythm games. They aren't really my jam. Oh. What? Hold on. Getting distracted. Sorry. Yeah, rhythm games aren't really my thing. I'll check it out if they ever do become my thing. Gotta do something here. This is very plain looking. A mask out the edges, and I want to add like a bit of curvature to everything. It's very flat now. If we add a bit of a curve, I think it could actually make it look a bit. I'll show you guys my character in Monster Hunter World. I'm pretty proud of the transmog that I've got going. Monster Hunter is another one of those games where I can just spend hours trying to come up with the perfect look for my hero. Like any sort of game that has that, just spends so long customizing a character. I hope they come out with like a I hope they come with like a Monster Hunter World 2 or something. At least something for PC. I know there's Monster Hunter Rise, but it's for console, and it, like graphics wise, it kind of looks like a downgrade. I'm looking. I hope there's like something like Skyrim level release for like a new Monster Hunter world, or maybe like another expansion. I know there's already one like Iceborne, which I've already played, but yeah, another expansion could be really fun. I'd buy that. A bit. Knock this down a bit. Oh, you convinced your girlfriend to play Exanima? Dang! Smooth talker. Alright, catch you later, Ramkey. There's just some charisma 100 points there. I couldn't get my wife to play Exanima if I gave her like $1,000. What's a girlfriend? Yeah, what is a girlfriend? Look at this guy bragging that he has a girlfriend. SMH my head. What are girls, man? Art's gonna convince his fish to play next. Cracking me up. And then his fish is gonna convince Merx's wife's fish to play Exanima. You'd have a two people, two fish playing Exanima in the aquarium with a GoPro. I got one of my friends to play Exanima, and I told him the combat cursor is just like the Osu cursor, and then he started using a drawing tablet to play Exanima? What? Oh, I should do that. I have a drawing tablet. I think I've heard of that before. I think I've actually heard of people play Exanima using a drawing tablet before. Somewhere. A while back. Can you actually use like the... I wonder if like will Exanima actually take the pressure setting, like the pressure sensitivity of how hard you press? Would no, right? No, I don't think Exanima has that kind of capability. That'd be interesting though. You can add like if it could utilize all of the features a drawing tablet has. I'd love to be able to use my drawing tablet to like draw like arrows and like hints on the walls. If there's like a multiplayer SG, I would love to be able to like pick up a piece of chalk and just like draw random stuff. Mostly like to be honest here, I'm gonna just like draw dicks everywhere, all on the walls of Exanima. I mean, like you would too, right? Come on. Yeah, I would love to see that for like SG. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Great minds think alike and all that. Use some T-pose. The back here is getting a bit too bulbous. So we're going to transpose this. Gotta make myself another coffee. Right, after these changes here, gonna switch over to a little bit of gaming. Gonna take a short 10-minute break. I'll be back. You guys wanna watch me play some games for a little while? Try Osu on Steam. I still don't know what Osu is. Is that actually the name or like a acronym? Osu, music video game. Nah, it's just not for me. I'm sorry, man. I know you probably love Osu, but I've never heard of the game. Not like that. Just because I've never heard of a game doesn't mean I wouldn't try it. But yeah, just like rhythm games, they aren't really for me. I can't keep a rhythm. I'm not good at rhythms. It's just Osu. I'm glad you're having fun with it. It's always good if it's always good when you like if you really love a game so much that you'd recommend it to other people. That's a lot of bad game. I need a good MMO. I haven't played a good MMO for a while. But that said, I don't really have a whole lot of time for MMOs. Sucks. I miss exploring new lands. Like Valheim itched that spot for me for a good while. But like I've explored Valheim now. Kind of like a master of Valheim. I just want to like explore new lands with like make friends along the way. I miss doing that. I'd get home after school. I'd just play World of Warcraft for hours on end. So ignore all of my schoolwork, just play. Crazy. So much time squandered into a virtual world. But it's worth it. Sadly, not a lot of MMOs are available in the Oceanic region. At least none of the popular ones. I know, like, I guess Final Fantasy probably has like a Japanese server. Definitely has a Japanese server, of course. There's also Guild Wars 2. What else is there? I don't know. Wait, does Guild Wars 2 have a Oceanic server, like an Australian server or something? I can't remember. Oh, I thought that they did. Oh, all right, guys. I'm gonna take a 10-minute break here. Check up on Charlene. Uh, and then yeah, I'll be back. Post sub this. Stop the recording here. Yeah, if you guys want to stick around, I'll play a bit of games and then probably head to sleep. Go to sleep after that.